Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about orders under review on Doordash. So one of my subscribers ended up sending me an email about this. BC, thank you so much for emailing me about this and making this video possible. This is not the first time we've seen this. We actually seen this when we were talking about Nugs getting deactivated. He actually showed a screenshot of this specifically. But it turns out after a touch of research, it actually goes a little deeper than just fraud and deactivation. So with that said, I want to go over everything you must know about orders going under review, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over in this video is very market dependent, and what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. How it works. Potential delivery or security issues detected. Our system flags orders for potential delivery issues and security purposes, e.g. potential fraud. Your earnings for these deliveries are withheld until a review occurs. So instead of just paying you or just giving you a contract violation for somebody saying the order never arrived, they actually do a quick review, make sure the math is mathing, and then actually give you the money for it, assuming that's how it works. But then there's also the earn by time function where people kind of let the timer run for a little while so that way they earn more for the order. But either way, those are the kind of things that would pop up for. We will review the details within 24 hours. Our team carefully reviews each order to determine what happened. I'm sure that the team that they sent is the same team that they send off overseas and they don't actually really review it. Not to mention that person can really just not give a crap whether you're deactivated or not. We will notify you of the results. If we determine that there was a violation of the Doordash service provider platform access policy, this could lead to deactivation. If we do not find any issues upon review, or if you are not deactivated, your earnings will be released. So it's either you're getting deactivated or you're getting the money. It's one or the other. However, I can assume that this is a good way for Doordash to kind of withhold your pay and then just not pay it to you because there's a glitch in the system or whatever. So make sure after that 24-hour period is up, you're hammering them to make sure you get your money's worth. Why are the orders I completed under review? When we detect delivery or potential security issues, we conduct routine manual reviews to determine what happened. You'll be notified within 24 hours with the results. Or they just think you've gotten too smart as a driver, so they're also looking at your background to make sure, hey, is this guy a liability or an asset? And then just wrongfully deactivating you that way. When will I receive the payment for orders which are under review? You'll be notified within 24 hours with the results of the review and earning details. Which I'm sure they're gonna try stretching that as much as possible, claiming that there's an issue when there isn't. Where can I see the deliveries that are under review? You can see all deliveries under review on the earnings tab, which that will look something like this. Which, by the way, if you have this many orders under review, I genuinely wonder why you're still on the platform. How will I know the results of the review? Once the review is concluded, you will receive an in-app message letting you know the results of the review. So it's not like they won't tell you. Make sure you take a screenshot just in case, though. It has been more than 24 hours and I did not receive the earnings for the orders under review. If you have not received a response within 24 hours, please contact support by clicking here. I'm going to leave the link in the description referring to that. The last thing you need is for them to have more opportunities to scam you. They scam people enough already. Let's make sure they're held accountable in this way. If I'm deactivated, can I appeal the deactivation? Yes, you are able to appeal your deactivation by sending us an appeal form. I will leave a video in the description referring referring to deactivations and reactivations. It's not impossible to get reactivated, but you do need to know what to expect and how to protect yourself from deactivation in the first place. So that video is in the description. Feel free to check it out. Will I be able to dash while the review is in process? Yes, you will be able to continue dashing as normal while the review is in process. It's not going to affect your order flow. It's just going to affect the one payment for the one order. And if it's like a Tuesday or a Thursday that this is happening, the only thing that it's really affecting is Fast Pay and Dasher Direct, and that's up to you if you use that. Will all my deliveries have their payouts deferred? Only deliveries with potential issues that are under review will have their payouts deferred. Now, I have a few side notes that I would like to go over on this subject. Earn by time. So this is actually how Nugs got deactivated. Something that he did is because the way back from the customer was further away from restaurants and he didn't want to lose the time that he was making money on earn by time, he would end up going to the customer's place. He would end up coming back with the order still incomplete, and he would finish the delivery after he already got back, and he would make money on the time that he was driving back for, which sometimes was like 20 minutes at a time. And one day he ended up letting it run for so long, he ended up finishing it, the order went under review, and that's how he got deactivated. So don't be that guy that game the system. The more you look for ways to game the system, the more vulnerable you are to deactivation. Don't be that guy. Kind of a step forward. So instead of blindly taking a customer's word for saying the order never arrived, they added a review system. This might prevent certain contract violations from taking place on good drivers. Probably not, but one can hope. Doordash will probably steal with this. Honestly, this sounds like a very opportunistic way for DoorDash to continue stealing while still keeping certain drivers on the platform. And honestly, I think all of us have had enough with this kind of nonsense. This is probably gonna lead to DoorDash just not paying you out the way you should, them ghosting you when you try to reach out to them, wrongful deactivations because you got too good at what you do, and honestly, I think we all had enough of this nonsense. Could it end up benefiting us long term? Yes, but either way, I think it's still just for them to manipulate the system and wrongfully deactivate people. I genuinely think that's what's going to end up happening. Did I miss anything? Is there something else about orders going under review on DoorDash that I have yet to cover in this video? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that anybody and everybody who has orders under review on DoorDash knows exactly what to expect so they can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.